Right, I'm just waiting to see if I can get it set up. Ah, we're on. Right, so in today's live stream, I'm going to be doing the how I created this skin tone on here. And what I'm going to be doing it on is this picture here, so it is the same picture. So if you do want to watch this back as a video, I'll explain what I'm doing. So I will be doing it on this picture, and this is a different paper, so it's more white. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be using Prismacolor Premier pencils. And the skin tone that I have used, it has got... Hi Lauren, thank you for coming and joining. Are you okay? You've been doing any colouring? So yeah, the skin tone that I'm doing today is going to be like a blushed tone, so it's going to have like a purple undertone to it. And just check my chat still connected. Alright, so I'm just going to move this tablet out of the way so you're not staring at that on the screen. Oh, brilliant. Dino book. What's the dino book? Is it what Debbie were colouring? I'm good today, Lauren. I'm just going to be creating this skin tone. Debbie asked me to do it. I'm going to be using lilac. I think I'm going to use it underneath and over the top today. But I am going to be doing it on different paper. The paper I'm doing it on is more of the white paper. So I'm going to be using this as my reference, just to, to remember where I've actually laid my colours down. Oh, that book, yeah, it were really nice. Do you know, I never think to buy any books like that with dinosaurs or anything on. I don't think to do them. But it were really good. I liked it. Did you catch a video with all the coloured pages on today? Skin tone. Well, normally this skin tone what I'm doing today is I'd say this one it'd suit like a cartoony character, do you know, or if you want to put it like a real blush tone in there. Normally I'd use Nectar with my skin tones. Hiya Tammy, nice to see you. I'm glad that you've managed to make it. I've just been explaining that I'm going to be doing the skin tone tutorial on how I did this. It's using a purple. And I'm going to be using this picture as my reference as well. So I'm going to zoom in. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing right. Yeah, I'm doing really good. I've been at work this evening, so I've just come back and I thought I'd get this video done because my last live that I did, I don't know why, but it didn't upload. It didn't upload to YouTube for some reason. It cut off. Oh, it was from Amazon. The pencil case, Lauren, were from Amazon. Yeah, it's really, really good. I think it's, we're at 150 slot. I think I've got the review for it on my channel actually. If you look down my videos, there is a review and there's a link where I got it from. Yeah, I'll just quickly show you. Yeah, this is it. I've put this on separate. My little fluffy key ring. I've put that on. But the pencil case itself, it does actually come with the handle, but I've took it off. So the handle, I'm going to zoom you out because you probably can't see that. It does come with an handle which clips onto here, so you can take it anywhere with you. And I just keep my Prismacolors and some odd bits and bobs in here as well. So I'm just checking what you guys can see. Yeah, technology, it's bad, Tammy. I've reinstalled the app actually and did a test yesterday and that one turned out fine. But yeah, this is the pencil case. I just keep my Prismas in it. Some of my spare Prismas, I've got like little gel pens and everything. But it's a really handy pencil case. Definitely recommend that. And I'm always buying separate Prismacolors as well. So I'm just going to zoom in on this picture I'm doing. Are you colouring anything at all today, Tammy? So I'm going to try to zoom you in on a face a little bit more because the app that I use to film, when I zoom in it looks really close on my phone, but when I look at it my tablet it's not that zoomed in, which is really weird. So I'm just going to check it. Yeah, no worries, Lauren. Yeah, Debbie, no worries at all. Thank you for coming and popping on. Hopefully you'll be able to watch it back as a on video. Hopefully it'll play back this time. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just using the other one as a reference because I think that when we colour, I think that sometimes we tend to do different, something different. So I'm just using it as a little reference so I can see where I've gone over. And the colours that I am using. Yeah, so the colours that I'm going to be using are Prismacolor Premier pencils. I got muddled up on my word there. And I am wanting to do this blush undertone. And I thought it were really nice for the cartoon characters. If I were going to do more of a serious tone, I'd probably use a henna instead of what I'm using on this colour. So I'll catch up on chat in a minute and I'll just explain what I'm doing. So the colours that I've picked out, I'm going to be using for my purple is the lavender, and this is the colour what I've used to create the blush tone. Yeah, there's two Debbie's, Tammy. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, so normally when I do skin tone, if I use the purple colour, it would be the grade lavender. And what I normally use, say I'm doing a Mariola Bedeck picture or something like this, normally I would use the purple lavender after I've put all my colours down, and I use it as a colour to kind of mute the colours what I've laid down on the page. So what I mean by that is if you've put my henna down, I've put my nectar down, I'll explain the colours what I'm using, and then if I find that my picture's looking a bit reddish and wanting to tone it down, then I'll normally put a grade lavender over the top. But what I'm doing for this picture, I wanted like a blush colour to make the colour appear like cartoony. So what I've done is I've used this lavender colour and I've used it at the bottom underneath, and I've put some over the top, and I'll show you how I've done that in a minute. I'm just catching up on chat at the same time, guys. Yeah, definitely colour me stress free. Debbie, sorry, I keep reading your name out. Your YouTube name. Yeah, Tammy, I'm bad with names as well, really, I am. If you guys want to see a different kind of skin tone, the one where I use my henna and I explain the grade lavender, I have actually got the tutorial for that on my video, so you can always look at my videos and you'll see it. It's on the dragon picture by Mariola Bedeck. Yeah, it's different. It worked. I really liked it on this frozen picture. So what I do is I'm going to start off by light layers. Normally when I do my skin tone, I'll do it a lot different. I'll do my light layers to dark, and then I'll go back over from dark to light. But this picture, I'm just going to go from dark to light, and I am going to be using really light layers because this is whiter paper as well. This paper what I used here are on like a beigey colour. So I'm just hoping that it's going to have the same effect. So the colours I've got is the lavender, and it's the PC 934. Then the second colour what I'm going to be putting down is my nectar, and that is the PC 192. Then I'm going to be using my regular peach, which is PC 939. And then I'm going to be going to my light peach, which is 927. And then later on, what I always use, which I call my magic colour, is the cream. And then I have got my white, and I use this just basically to blend with. And my pencils are looking on a little bit of the short side, but I have got different pencils. I've bought newer versions, and I'm trying to really get most out of my pencils. I think there's a lot in them yet. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lavender, and this lavender, I'm going to look at the picture. Can you guys see everything? All right, can you see a face enough? Before I start, can you see a whole face? Yep, good, brilliant. Right, so what I do is I'm going to look at my picture and I've got me this one for reference, but I'm going to think where I want the darker colours to be. And with this purple at the beginning, I didn't put it everywhere to begin with. So really lightly and very lightly, so you're hardly putting any colour down at first. I'm just going to start. I mean, it's probably at this point hardly going to show up on camera. But I'm just lightly layering and getting this little bit of a layer of the colour down on paper where I want this purple to be. So you can hardly see it on paper at this point. So I'm going to fetch it slightly down, but not too much. And with this as well, you can you go back over with the layers as well, and the colours. So I wanted all this bit of a cheek done in like a blush, and I'm just fetching it out. And I'm going to fetch it all the way up just towards the hairline here as well on this one. Are you able to see the colour I'm putting down at the minute? Or it doesn't matter if you can't really see it, you will see it when I go back in with layers. Right, where else did I put it? Right, so this bit at the side of the face is going to be pretty shaded as well. So I'm going to lightly lay some here for now. Oh, brilliant, Tammy. Did you say you were colouring tonight, Tammy? This is why I like using Prismacolors. I do think you can go over the... I think you can layer them and blend them really well. Right, so let me think where I want it. So I do want a little bit just at the side of the nose here. Very lightly, again with that pressure. If you put too much pressure down, you might end up with a face looking a different colour than what you totally want. So just bear in mind that you've got to put other colours on top. So just where her hairline is up here as well. So I only put a little bit of this colour down at the beginning, and then I can go back over with the colour later on. And I'm just going to fetch it up. And then I did fetch this colour all the way onto her lid because I wanted the lid to be purple, and very light layer because I'm going to be blending this with my nectar. Oh, you're hoping to, Tammy? Good. So are you doing your dragon picture then, Lauren? Right, so what I do is I'm just going to do a face and neck at the minute, and then I'll show you what I do with my colours. So I don't want to start doing her hands and that just yet. We'll just concentrate on the face. So what I'll do now is I come in with the nectar. Oh, Dino, brilliant. Staring at blank paper, yeah. I do it all the time. Right, so I'm coming in with my nectar. So what I do with my nectar is I'm going to go over all my dark areas where I want my shading to be. And again, I'm only starting with really light layers. So you do have to build, I believe that you have to build your layers up as well when you're doing skin. So I do go over all the edges with this nectar. Like I said, I will be going back in with that blush, with the lilac colour. So I'm going to go all the way around edges of her ear as well. Just where I think I want her to be darkest areas. And then I'm going to fetch the nectar all the way around the bottom of her chin, her jawline. When I go back in with my colours, I will be putting more pressure on, and then you'll start to see colour starting to pop off at page. But at first I want to just lay my colours onto the paper, and that way I can blend everything. So at the beginning it does actually look like it's unblended. Right, let's have a look at a nose. So I'm going to fetch some up here, and I am going to just grab my lilac a minute because I want this colour on this lid. And then I'm going to put this little bit here. Yeah, it takes ages to do. Oh, Lauren, yeah. When I first started colouring, I am so heavy-handed, it's unreal. And with skin, I do think the best option is to start off lightly, just so you can see how your colours are turning out on paper. Tammy, yeah, definitely. They're really difficult skin tones, but if you really do start off lightly and build up, it's not that intimidating as what you would think. It's like when I put my first colours down, I hardly put any pressure on the page. So I'm going to go in with my peach now. So I'm going in with my third darkest colour, and I'm working my way to lighter. So I'm just going to go over everything that I've put down, and every time I go over with a colour, I fetch that next colour further onto the page. So I'm fetching it further out into a face. And I'm kind of going to leave an highlight where I think a highlight of a face would be. But I'll show you that. So I'm just fetching this peach out. Normally as well, when I do skin, I'm like really close up and I've got the page really close to me, so it is a bit different doing it like this. But hopefully you can see what I'm doing really clear. So I'm just going over all the colours that I've put down and just fetching it further out. This side of the face is going to be literally all dark anyway, because it is in shadow. And I need this peach to blend with the light peach as well. So definitely not putting a lot of pressure on, especially as I'm coming out towards the page. I'll tend to put more pressure when I'm at the edges and then taper off on that pressure, so then my next colour can blend. So I'm going to fetch this a bit down because this would all be quite darkish. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I'm glad that you can see it well. Have you both been busy today? Has everybody been busy today, or...? Right, where else do I want this colour? A little bit here, underneath the chin. And I'm just going to blend this in with this lilac around her eyes. And I'm slightly going to put some just above her eyelid as well, start to fetch that. Yeah, slightly fetch this colour up underneath her eyebrow. Yeah, so this stage is basically just seeing where I want to put my darker shade in. So we have got the neck as well, so I'm just going to do the same with neck. Them watercolours as well got dispatched today. You're tired, Tammy. To be honest, I felt tired all day. I've been to work and I finished at 6 o'clock and I just really couldn't be bothered at all. I was just really tired. Right, so now I've got that first layer down and I've roughly got the colour where I want it. I'm going to go in with my light peach. So with this light peach, so again it's still looking really light at the minute because like I said I am going to be going back in. And that's when we darken everything back up. So with the lighter peach, I start to blend everything out a bit and fetch this lighter peach, and I will put it over everything, fetch it out to the white, and what I'm planning on is leaving this little bit of the cheek so it's got an highlight. So I'm just going to go over everywhere I've put that dark peach. Thank you, Tammy. Have you not tried doing skin tone at all on anything, Tammy? So I'm going to start to fetch this light peach all the way down here. I'm still wanting to add some more layers, so I'm trying not to go too harsh at the minute. Right, so I've literally got my base now. So I know where I want my colours to go. So I'll show you. So I'm going to go back in with the purple and I'm going to start to put more pressure on. So I'm going to add more purple as well, where I think I want it. So I'm doing a medium pressure now. And I'm going to add some of this purple round the bottom lobe. And I'm only putting it round the edges, and I'm still doing a medium pressure so I can blend in with that nectar. So it's still looking unblended at this point, because it will do until I go back over it. And I want it all darker in this area. Oh wow, your mermaid picture. What books they're out of, Tommy? Yeah, Mermaids, yeah. I do like the Mermaids and Friends by Mr. Cartmirrors. So I'm hoping you guys can see this purple better, because I'm hoping it's not too washed out by the colour in it, lighting in this room. But I'm just adding a little bit more at the top of the red. Yeah, Debbie. Yeah, they got dispatched today. She messaged me because I messaged her because I had it. I looked on my thing. It says, "Oh, they should have been dispatched by today." So I messaged her and she said she were doing it. And then I got an email saying they'd been dispatched. So I just obviously emailed her back and said thank you. But yeah, so hopefully they'll not take too long to arrive. But yeah, I think I ordered them last Thursday, so they have took a while to get dispatched. Right, I'm just going to get my reference picture. See where I put it. Did I put any under the chin? Right. Yeah, maybe a day or two. Hopefully, they are really nice paints. But I think they come up to £30 just for 6 though. Yeah, Tammy. Most books, I didn't know about all different colouring books you got. I just started off, I think, with me an Harry Potter supermarket one, and then me Joanna Basford, and then when I realised that you could all get these books with all these really good quality paper, and a lot of them you've I've had to get online and stuff, but I love them. that's it. Once you get into colouring and you find out there's all these books with amazing pictures and paper, it becomes an addiction, I think. I'm always wanting more books. And I haven't even ever, I've got to complete a book yet. Oh, the ocean set of £35. Does that include postage, Debbie? Tammy, yeah, that's it. Just slowly, slowly take your own pace. If you're enjoying colouring a book that you've got, I definitely suggest to stick with that as well. If you're enjoying a certain book. Well, to be honest, Debbie, colouring all them backgrounds, I think I've seen them. Is that Anna Carlson book? Because you've done a lot better than me. I've seen that video you did. But yeah, it was good how you came up with all different backgrounds. Definitely. I think you've nearly done all the work there, haven't you? To be fair, I think most at work is picking a background out. So I'm just taking my nectar now, and I'm going to start to try put a bit more pressure on. I'm just going to actually fetch some of this purple. It's looking unblended at minute because I haven't started blending it. Thank you, Debbie. I'm hoping you can see the colours I'm laying down. I'm trying to do it in layers. It took you ages. It would me, honestly. I used to do all my backgrounds in pencil. I mean, they really popped off at page, but they didn't have take forever. With that frozen, and I just got the Neo watercolours, and it took me about 5 minutes. The only thing that took me long on this one were the snowflakes, because I did my Posca pen. I went over it, and then I had to wait for it to dry because it won't white enough, so I had to keep going over it again. So it were a bit annoying, and then finally I managed to do it. Ollie's Bargain. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Are you from? Where are you from, Tammy? Are you from America? You American, aren't you? So you'll have different shops and that to us. Right, so I'm going to go in with my nectar. And I'm going to start to put more pressure on now, so you're going to probably start to see it a lot better. So I'm going over all the purple and everything with this nectar. And I'm just adding this nectar to keeping it to the sides of her face, because I want my other colours to come towards the middle of her face. Oh, United States. Well, I think, do you know, I bet they've got some brilliant craft shops there. Oh, you've been shopping. Shouldn't have to have glasses. That's good. I didn't. I was looking at your Instagram today, Debbie. I didn't realise you had a lad as well, a 13-year-old lad. Right, so I'm going to start adding some of this nectar under the eyes. I'm just going to see if I can move this a bit. I'm sorry if my arm gets in the way, but I just need to see it a little bit better to do this under her eye. And I want it. Oh, you're looking around, Tammy. I don't like sharing pictures of him. So where is he when you're doing your live streams then? Because you're really quiet. You can't hear anybody. You can't really hear anybody in your background. I mean, at minute Rob's gone to workout. I'm hoping he doesn't come barging in halfway through live stream and end up saying something, you know, right stupid, like moaning about me colouring on his table or something. Not realising he's on not realising I'm on live. I can just imagine it. Yeah, Tammy, that's it. Once you get into colouring, you're always on the hunt. You know, every time we go to range, we go when we're looking at home stuff, and then I go running down craft aisle, and then about an hour later, my partner comes running after me, and he's like, "Oh, you've been an hour. What are you doing?" And I'm like looking at pens and Posca pens and paper and stuff. Oh, bless him. I think they are like that. God, not excited about going Florida, I would be. Do you know, I've never been abroad. I'm off to, I think I'm off Devon again this year, though. Yeah, it's good news that she doesn't need glasses. Right, so I'm just getting this nectar down. I'll just catch up with chat in a minute, and while I just get this colour down. And let's hope that I can play this back as well. I don't know what happened overnight at all. Right, so I'm gonna... So just remember, when you're putting more pressure down, if you're going into the middle of your face, make sure you're tapering off on that pressure so you can put that next pencil down. Otherwise your face is going to end up with a load of lines and it'll be unblended. I think most of her neck's going to be pretty dark. Anyway, I think she's just going to have like a little bit of a light highlight there. So I'm just going to fetch this nectar up around here very lightly. Right, just catching up on chat. Oh, you want... Oh, it starts off with books, and then it starts off with different pencils, and then you want different gel pens, and then you want your white eye, you know, your Posca pens, and then for me it was my glitter, and then I was watching Debbie's channel, and then I ended up getting that Glossier Scents, and all sorts. Yeah, I blame you, Debbie. I seen that Glossier Scents. I looked at it. I thought, well, what's that? That looks, you know, I couldn't believe it. I thought it looks really good. You wouldn't think of using it in a colouring book, would you? Or is it just you and Lewis that are going on holiday, Debbie? Yeah, it is. It is. It's like when I say, oh, at Christmas and stuff, my partner will say, you don't need no more pencils, I'll get you something else and that. And I think I ended up on it, but I think my brother bought me the Daydreams at Christmas, and he got me the Halloween, do you know, the Jasmine Beckett Griffith one. I think it was last one that I needed to complete collection. He got me that for my birthday, bless him. Yeah, it is Tammy falling down a rabbit hole because you'll always want more stuff. And more you learn as well, more stuff you want. It's like I've got loads of pencils, but I'm wanting the Martesa ones now. Oh, to be honest, Debbie, your husband's really good by it sounds, isn't it, isn't he, doing that for you? So is he going to be looking after your little girl? You're going to embarrass him? Yeah. Right, so I'm going to come in with the peach now, and I'm going to start to fetch the colours out. This is why I do like layers, by the way, because as you can see, I'm going over everything. And then when I have got a face how I want, I will go back in with that lilac, just to deepen that tone up, deepen the blush up. Because I like to make it look like she's got that blush tone, and then like she's got it on top of the eyes. So again, I'm just fetching this peach further out until I get to my light peach, and then I will start to fetch that right out. And some areas where you maybe need to put a bit more pressure on as well to blend it outwards. So with this peach colour as well, you can go back over everything and you can kind of start to use it as a bit of a blender. So you are blending your colours out as well at the same time, and you'll see that I do that with my lighter colours. I will do it with a peach. And when I'm going in with this peach as well towards all the darker areas, towards her outer face, I am putting more of a pressure on because I'm wanting these areas to look darker. Bearing in mind that I am going to go back over some of these with that lilac colour. Oh, you're only 32? Yeah, not old at all. See, I ain't got no kids, so I don't get that. They can't call me old. Definitely, I think a break would be really nice for you. Your husband sounds so supportive. It's brilliant, I think. Right, I'm just going to start fetching some of this peach around her neck. And I'm just going to go over all this little inner eye with the peach as well, because it would be dark, this area anyway. Right, so I'm going to come in with my light peach now. Are you colouring now, Debbie? So with this light peach, I'm going to fetch it even further out, and I'll be leaving my highlight, and then I'll also be blending everything over with this light peach. So you can really go in and blend. Again, I'm not putting too much of a pressure because I do want some room to be able to go over again with that lilac. So your paper, what you're using, also does make a difference as well. So just bearing in mind what paper you're using to do your skin tone on. So I'm gonna blend this out, alright. And again, as you're coming out towards the middle, towards the highlight, you do want to taper off on that pressure because I'm going to be adding my cream. And I absolutely love adding cream to skin tones. So I'm fetching this peach all the way down at this bit as well because it would be darker up here at the top of her head where she's got a little headband. A red jewellery. Are you guys seeing everything okay? Can you see that colour in this lighting? Is it looking a bit more deeper now? Yes, definitely. Oh, brilliant. I'm just glad that you can see it because it's starting to look a lot pinker, but I know I've got my room light is yellow. I've been trying to find brighter bulbs, but I can't. They're all like warm yellow tone. Brilliant. Oh, I'm glad you can see it okay. So I'm just going to blend this out. As well at this side of the face here, I am doing everything, going over everything in this peach. And then I'm going to go over everything here and leave a little tiny highlight. So I'm definitely going to be adding some more of that purple to her ear as well. Right, so this is what I use the cream for. So this is the highlight of the face, and I love using this cream. Even if I don't use the purple tone and I'm just using maybe instead of the purple, my normal skin tone, I'd use Henna Nectar. Then I'd use the peach, the light peach, and then I'd go in with the cream. And then the only time I'd use a grade lavender if I needed to tone the appearance down. So that's why I'd maybe use grade lavender if I'm doing more of a serious skin tone. Thank you, Debbie. It is once you get to know how to do it. I think this purple for a blush looks nice on this because she's more of a cartoon character. So I think it does look nice. So I'm going to go in with my cream, and I hope you can see what the cream does. It really changes the skin tone. So I'm going to go over from the middle of where we've put the colour down, and I'm really going to fetch it out all into the white area, and it's going to give it that skin tone appearance. And this is not new as well. A lot of people use this combination with the cream. So I'm fetching it all in to the highlight. You can blend everything with this as well. But I don't want to go too much because I want to go back in with that purple. But the only thing to remember when you are doing skin tones, if you're not really comfortable with doing them, is just to remember where you need your dark areas to go and where your light areas would go. And once you've got that, I think it's a lot easier. I'm just catching up on chat. Right, I'm just going to go over the neck. I am trying to do it pretty quick as well because I'm talking at the same time. Right, so now I'm going to go back in with my purple and I can see where I want it to be more like a glowish colour. I'm hoping it's going to come up on here. So on here, it's lagging a bit for me on my picture. But on here, around here, I've gone in and I've gone a lot deeper because I wanted to make a look more glowy. So I don't know if you can see I've put a lot more of this purple down around here. So that's what we're going to do. And if you need to blend it, you just go back in with your nectar. So now I am putting a lot more pressure down. Now I've got all my colours down. I'm starting to go a lot more of the I know it's going to blend in with that peach or it's going to blend in with the nectar. Just so she's got that blushy look. So I'm just really putting that colour down. I suppose you could try different purples or pinks as well. I'm not sure how a pink could go with this skin tone. It may be on top of the skin tone. Maybe do your skin tone colours first and then you could try a pink if you did it really lightly and you had that room to do layers. But I think this lilac gives it that look. I really like how it looks with the lilac colour. And if you did want a more subtle look, you could just put a lighter pressure on. Yeah, no worries, Debbie. I'll see you later. Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping that you'll be able to watch it back tomorrow. Hoping all goes well. Thank you for coming and joining as well. I'm really glad that I've got your support on my channel and everybody else as well who comes and joins me. So yeah, I'm just putting a lot more pressure on with this purple where I want it, especially around her hairline. And then I'm going to add it around this side of her face as well. So while you're colouring and you're watching me as well, like you're watching your live streams, are you watching it on a tablet and colouring at the same time, or are you doing it on your phone? Do you watch it on your phone and colour? Do you know, I don't think I've ever watched an actual live stream while I've been colouring. I've always been sat on settee with a cuppa, and then I've seen someone's on live and I've just been sat there on my phone. So I'm just getting this colour down. As you can see, it's starting to look like she's glowing, so she looks like she's got a nice blush. So if you're ever bored of your skin tone and you wanted to, instead of looking just a plain skin tone and you wanted to have a bit of a colour in her face and it's a cartoony picture, I think this is really good. Lauren, eye colour slow as well. Oh, you use desktop, Tammy? Yeah, eye colour really slow, definitely, because I always use like 3 or more colours of the same colour, because and then I like to go back over and go dark to light, and that's how I get my colours to pop off at page. So when I colour like that, I am slow, but if I'm gonna just mess around and I'm just doing it for fun, then I tend to colour a lot faster. But it's depending how I want in my picture to come out. Yeah, Tammy, I was literally sat on the settee yesterday and watching Debbie's, and I ended up noticing she were on, and then I disappeared to go get a cuppa, and I like running around, and then got a cup of tea and came back and were watching it. So I'm gonna fetch some of this just around the nose as well, because when people are flush they normally do show it around the nose area. And I'm gonna deepen up her eyelid. So you literally can just go in and deepen back over where you want, and then you can go in with that nectar or your peach colour and just blend over it. So I'm going to put some more around this side of the face and her eyelid. Give her that blush look. And then again around her neck. Exactly, yeah, Tabby. I think I caught that Dee Dee's live stream. I think she were like streaming at 1 o'clock in the morning or something yesterday, wasn't she? And I've not been on one of her streams before, and I've heard Debbie and everybody talking about it, and I went on and I noticed that she were on. But I think I got really lost in crowd because there were that many people on. She had like quite a few watching. So I'm just going to go back in with Peach. And then I'm going to go back in with my light peach just to blend towards the middle of the face where I've put that darker colour down, that blush colour. But I'm trying not to go too much over the blush as well, because I'm wanting to keep it that blush colour rather than a nectar or peach. And a good thing to do that way as well is your white pencil. So I'm going back in with lilac because I'm wanting this to be purple. Just a little eyelid there. Then we're going in with the light peach. Now I'm putting more pressure on with this light peach, just so I can blend out. It's just a matter of going back in and blending your colours out where you want them to be blended. And that's all I'm doing. And you can use your white pencil as well, because it acts like a colourless blender. Yeah, definitely. She had quite a lot. There were a lot going on. It's amazing, isn't it? Really, how many some people have on at once. Definitely is. Right, Tammy, can you see that okay? Is everybody seeing it all right? Did I fetch that out a bit further? No, that's right. Starting to glow, yeah. It's really glowing on my end. It's just that the, like I said, the room light makes it dull a little bit. Which is a bit annoying because it's dulling the actual colour. But it's just a matter of going in and deepening it up. This is the darkest bit I want, just around her cheeks. Everywhere else, I just want it to be slightly, just in places. That's it. Right, so I'm just going to do her hands because that's the only skin she's got left. But I don't know if you can see that. So it should be matching to, yeah, it's the lighting in here definitely because it looks the same. So if you were following this, and you were doing it in, you were following it, you'd realise it does look a lot more blush in real life than it does now because my colour's washing it out. But yeah, definitely just do it like layers. If you need to go over it, you can use your light peach or you can just go over it like this with the white and blend bits out. So if you needed to blend anything out, because you've used light layers, it's letting you do that, and just keep in mind your paper. So I'll just do the same on these hands, and then that's the skin tone. So if it is a good skin tone if you want something a bit more blush. I'll just show you, actually, I'll just get up a second and I'll show you the other skin tone that I did on my channel. This is like a skin tone what I'll do if I want more of the realistic skin tone. And you'll have to excuse me coughing, I'm coughing a lot today. Right, just zoom you out as far as I can. And find it. I'm just going to find where I've put it. These are just literally downloads what I've got. There's a lot of different mixed downloads. There's also my colour combinations at front what I keep, and I got them from Colour with Claire website. So they're just different colour combinations what I find handy. So this is my dragon video what I've got up on my video, and the first time I did it I was trying different looks. So this is the first skin tone I did. I'll zoom in for you. Yeah, so this is the first skin tone I did, and this one more of the warm grey hair colour, but I didn't like, no, I'm not getting sick. I think it's because I've been at my job and I clean a lot, so dust has got to the back of my throat. So sometimes when I come home I'm a bit croaky. But yeah, so I was trying out different air tones and skin tones, but this is the normal skin tone what I normally do. And I think I might have to zoom that in even further. So yeah, this one is using henna. So this is more of a serious skin tone, and I wanted it to look more realistic, so I would not use the lilac for this. What I would use for this is the grade lavender, but I wouldn't put the grade lavender on first. I'd use my henna around the darkest parts, then I'd go in with my nectar, and I'd do the same technique what I've used tonight. Then I would go in with the peach, the light peach, and then I'd go in with the highlights to the cream. And then if I found that my skin tone was looking a bit reddish, orangey-ish, then I would use the grade lavender very lightly to go over all the darker areas, just to mute it. It kind of like tones it down. And that's a tip what I've got off other people. And so this is like the warm grey air what I was doing, which I ended up wanting another one. Let me just find out where it is. And I was testing different air colours as well. Right, so there were another one I did. Where's that? Right, so this is the latest one that I've done on my channel. Yeah, so I'll zoom you out a little bit. So this one's the latest, and that's my platinum blonde hair. I've got the tutorial on my videos for the platinum blonde hair. The skin tone on this, I've got the skin tutorial on my videos as well. So if you check on my YouTube, you'll see the skin tone. Then I've got the rest of the parts to this picture up on my videos. The only thing that's not on it is the background. The background were done with Neo Colour, the Neo Colour 2 watercolour crayons. And the only thing I did different was put some glitter over the wings, what I used. Yeah. So this is how I would do a more serious skin tone. So as you can see, there's not a lot of makeup. I'm wanting it to look realistic. I would fetch my henna or my nectar down here into a cheek, and just like dark areas. With these pictures, they're good anyway because they've got the grayscale in there for you. So if I want to add any colour, it'd probably be a really light pink, which I didn't add anything to that. Personally, I was happy with that because the henna, I think, gives you that fleshy tone anyway. But because that picture, what I'm doing now, is more of a cartoony picture, so I wanted it to look more like a blush, if that makes sense. So there's lots of different skin tones you can use. Lips, Lauren. If you look on my latest video of the dragon picture, what I've just showed you, and I think I did the live video with this as well. The latest, and I would do it lips on there. But if you wanted a quick tutorial on how to do this colour lips, I will do that. I think I use the same colours for the dragon actually as what I've used on here. But I can do that because it'll be like a really quick tutorial. So I will do one. I'll do a quick tutorial. Debbie were watching me live, bless her, and she asked for the tutorial on this skin tone because she I think she quite liked it. I think it is good for a cartoon, you know, if you're wanting to just add some blush to your picture. Yeah, definitely, I can do a tutorial for that. They really don't take a lot to do with lips neither, not at all. Yeah, definitely, Lauren. There's so many different skin tones that you can use. I'll tell you what I was watching. I was watching one from Colour with Claire. I don't know if you've seen her videos, but she actually has a skin series what she's just put out, but she's only putting the colours in a box. But she has it is really handy. She's using different pencils, so she's done Black Widows. She's done Prismacolors and some other pencils, and she's give you like a couple of combinations for each set of pencils for the skin tones, and I've actually logged them all down in one of my colour combination books. So definitely there's a lot of different skin tones. You can get them where there's like more orangey. You can, you know, like they look like they've got a tan, but like a orangey tan. I'd definitely probably use my grey lavender for that one. But it all depends on what face you're doing as well. What colours you want to use and where you want to put your dark areas. Because literally she's facing towards the side. So I think this blush really suits her as well. It just makes her look glowy. Especially because I knew she was in the picture. It's the Elsa from Frozen, and I wanted to add my own touch to her. And I knew she was kind of creating this snowflake, you know, using her powers. So I wanted to have a little bit of a flush in her cheeks. Yeah, she what the by Colour with Claire you mean, Lauren? The skin tones. I think it's a lot different putting it to paper than it is just putting the colours down in a box. But she has done skin tutorials before where she's shown you on face. She's really good. She actually always uses these colours what I use as well. The henna and the nectar and peach. I think she uses them a lot. But that's my favourite skin tone. I do like them colours together. I think it looks more realistic when you add the cream to it. Do you know, my little niece came over last weekend and she's only 9, bless her, and she's been watching me sometimes as well, and she knows I colour a lot. And I bought her some aniline colouring books, and she's been trying to do the skin tone with the Castle Art pencils. I think she's got the 72, and she'd coloured the full face in and she didn't like it, bless her, and she was right upset with herself. So I sat with her for half an hour and helped to erase it and then show her how to do a bit of a skin tone. But she's really good at colouring as well. She's for her age, she's really good. Right, so I'm just going to do the same on these little bits of of a hand, and I do apologise I'm coughing, it's just because of all that dust at work. So here, I wanted the hands to be quite flushed as well, so pretty much the same around the edge of the fingers. So again, just like a recap to show what I did on her face. All of them doing is really lightly. Looking where the dark areas would be. So if I look at her hand, she's got a top here, so I think it would be dark here. Her fingers are overlapping here. She's got the crease of her thumb to where the rest of her fingers are, so she's going to be dark around this crease here and around this area. So I'll slightly put my colour on the page. So it's just how you look at your page and where you want your darker areas to go. That's it, Lauren. Yeah, by Claire. Just keep on practising. And I think light layers, going back over with your colours, then blending. So like I put my darker colours down, I put the first layers on, then I'll keep going back in, and then once I've gone back in, then I'll start to use the lighter colours to blend outwards. What's that, sorry? How kind for what? How kind and sweet for what? Right, where were I? Yeah, so I think just here. So I'm going to put some of this colour on the outer edges of her finger, all the way down to the side of her hand. Right, I think my connection's just gone a bit. Let's check my connection. Am I still on, guys? I think my connection's gone a bit there. Are you there? I think my connection went a bit there. Can you all hear me okay? See, I think this app's it can be a bit dodgy at times. Right, hang on. Yeah, buffering it does, this app. Oh, brilliant. I was just saying, you were saying how sweet and kind. Showing her how to use the skin colour, yeah, definitely. No worries at all. I'm glad that, I know it does buffer this sometimes. Is everything, everything's fine, good. Right, so I'm just doing this bit of the and what I were doing, and I'm just going over the areas where it's going to be darker. So like the end of the fingers. That's why it's really good to start off with light layers, so you don't make any mistakes and you can go back over and blend it. It definitely works. So I'm going to go in with the nectar now. So I'm just going to go over everything because I can always go back over if I want it to appear more of that blush tone. So I'm just going to fetch this nectar just around the thumb. And I'm going to leave the highlight towards the middle of the hand. But yeah, dust has definitely got into my throat. Right, I think I'm going to add some just at the tips of the fingers. I'm literally just highlighting, so I'm leaving an highlight in the middle at the minute because I think that's where it'd probably be. And then I'm going to go back over with the peach, so it's my next colour down. Right, so then the light peach. And again, I'm using this light peach as well as a kind of a blender. It just smooths all the colour out because it's lighter, so you can go over everything that you've put down. I'm still connected, guys. So then I'm going in with the peach, just to give it that skin tone finished look off. Oh, brilliant. So just like before, once you've done that, then I'm going to go in with the lavender again because I'm wanting it to be the same tone as the face. And then I'm just going to go in a lot more with a lot more pressure. It's more with the medium pressure. I'm not properly pressing really hard with the pencil because then I'm going to get a colour that I don't want. So just bear in mind with the pressures that you're using when you're doing your skin tones. But as well, like some people have got a really pinky complexion, haven't they? As well. So I'm going to blend this back out with the peach. So I'm going to add some of the ear as well. So with this, I'm going to take the peach and just blend over any like lines. So if you do ever put a colour down and you can see like a line, just go back over it with the next colour and blend over that line. And just put a bit more of a pressure on where the line is you're actually trying to erase. I tend to always use my pencils to blend. I know a lot of people use blending materials and stuff, don't they? I think they use different things to blend with. But I tend to always go with my pencils or my lighter colours, what I'm using. And it always works for me that way. So yeah, we've got around matching that blush tone. And I really think that this lavender's good to do that as well, because it's really light. It's not a really dark purple, so it does look like that blush look. Oh, your polychromos, yeah. When I use polychromos to colour anything, they're a lot different than Prismacolors. I find if you go on to the paper with an heavy pressure to begin with your polychromos, I find them more difficult to blend and stuff, and they don't layer as well if you're putting that pressure on straight away when you go on paper. How I find that the work the polychromos is by doing light layers, and it really does take a lot of work. They just seem to take more work. But if you start off with a lighter layer on, then you're going to be able to build your colour up, and it pops off at page and they blend better. So I think they do take a bit of more hard work. Whereas Prismacolors are so soft, even if you're going on with a bit of a medium pressure, it's still going to blend with a Prismacolor. No worries, Tammy. I'm just finishing these hands off, and then I'm going to end the live stream then after I've done hands. So I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. I hope I've explained it okay. I've tried to explain what I'm doing as best I can. So I'm going to do the same for this hand here. And again, if you wanted to, you could just put more of that purple in wherever you wanted it. What do you mean, Lauren? Do you mean that the Artisas blend better than the polys? Do you mean you can put a bit of a harder pressure down and they still blend? I'm really wanting to try the Artisas. I love the polychromos. I think you can get amazing work. Your colouring comes out really nice with polychromos. They are really good quality pencils. I just find that I have to work harder with them because sometimes I do put a bit of an heavy pressure on when I first go in onto the page. They do, yeah. The Arteza have much more colour, yeah. I know what you're saying, because when you do go put a medium pressure onto the paper with your polychromos, it doesn't seem that the colours really pop in, but I do know that if you layer it and then it really goes into a deep colour. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get them Artezas. They're going to be the next thing I buy. Yeah, definitely. The polychromos is definitely going like. Sorry about that, my phone was ringing. I bet it's ruined my connection. Yeah, sorry about that. My phone were ringing. But yeah, definitely go in light and then layer your colour up, and then you're gonna get a deeper colour with polys. Yeah, definitely. They don't. I think you just have to layer them, and a lot of people think that if they go down with an heavy pressure, and then they go to try layer them, and then they're not going to layer, are they? You're not going to get any layers, and they're like wondering why. It's because you have to really like layer them to get to build that layer up to get that pigmented colour. But yeah, definitely going to have to try the Maltesers. Well, once you get used to working with them, though, I think you can do some really nice work with polys. The quality of them is amazing. They never break out, do they? What do you mean? Something like today, they'd be better than our teaser? I don't know why, but I think your paper can make a difference as well. Um, oh yeah, like layering. Yeah, your paper can make a difference because I bought the Ivy and the Inky Butterfly book by Joanna Basford, and the first book I got, the paper were thicker and it had more of it were a thicker paper, and when I was colouring with my Prismas, they weren't working as well in that book, but the polychromos worked really well because they were in harder pencil. And I've actually ordered another book, and it's printed. I think one's printed in China and the other one's printed in Italy. And the one what I've got, the newer version, I think the Prismas would work better because the paper's slightly different. So definitely with paper you're using as well. Because I've found some paper that can just eat my Prismas, especially if it's got more of a tooth, it'll just like eat it up. So definitely, yeah. Right, so I'm just gonna go back in with the nectar. But yeah, I'm hoping that this stream actually does end up uploading to YouTube okay, because Lastens didn't, and it just played halfway and then it went blank, and it were right annoying. Right, so then I'm gonna go in with my peach. Do you mean Inktense, Lauren? To be honest, I have never ever used Inktense. I've never used them at all. I don't think I've. Do you know? I've never used a water pencil. I've only used the water crayons and water paints. So I haven't. Have you used them? Are they any good? Cause so I was looking at them, but then I got into the water paints and the Neo Colour 2s what I've got, I've only got the 30 set and I'm wanting to buy some more, but I've realised you can buy them single stock. So if I find somewhere to put them, I'm thinking about getting a case for them and then hopefully building up my collection of them. So hopefully I can just buy them a bit at a time and then build my collection up with different colours. So I'm just going to go in with this page. Yeah, I bet they do. I personally, I'd have to research and have a play around with them before I put them into one of my books. Large backgrounds, yeah. The Neo colours, definitely. I've got 30 of them, and I've only just started really using them more often, and they're so easy to just do a background without messing about. But I'm limited to what colours I can use, and I'm wanting more greens and stuff, and more browns and oranges and that. So I'm definitely gonna. I think Debbie said that you can get them single from Jackson Art Supplies in UK. I don't know about for yous that are in US. But there ain't no shops around here I can get them, so I'm definitely going to have to start ordering some at a time and maybe getting a case for them, somewhere to put them. Definitely I need somewhere to store them. I'll have to ask her what case she's got. I don't know if she's just got an ordinary pencil case and they fit in. So I'm just leaving a little highlight there to put my cream in. Yeah, definitely. I did that with my Prismacolors. I got the 72 set, and then I bought them individually until I eventually got all the colours I needed. Because they are expensive, aren't they? I mean, I was looking at how much they are, and it was ridiculous. I thought, well, I'm just going to buy them single. I think you can get them for £1.50 from that Jackson's Art Supplies. But obviously then you'd have to pay for postage. Yeah, cases. I've literally got that case what you were talking about, what my Prismacolor case. I'm wanting one for me polychromos as well, so I can get rid of my tins. But I haven't been buying any cases. I've always been buying colouring books and stuff. And I'm alright wanting more pencils as well, because then I'm going to need a case for them. But at the minute they're all in the tins and put away in drawers. I'm just adding a little bit of this purple just to add that blush colour. Just so she all matches. Yeah, one case, two cheap books. You can't you, really, to be fair? It's ridiculous how much things cost. I think they take advantage a bit with prices and stuff. I mean, there's loads of nice stuff. Everything that I want, you need to buy it online. The art shops around where I am, we've got range, and most at times they haven't even got what I want in there. I have to fall unlucky with paper and stuff. And then my books I get online, like me, do you know the Clara Markova books? I love them. The Fairy Miracles and stuff. And there's a lot of nice books what are on Estee, what's not available on Amazon and stuff, but then you've got to pay for shipping as well. And it's just so expensive. Really is expensive. So I'm just going to blend this in a bit. Yeah, they are. They're so expensive. Expensive. I got mine. Where did I get mine from? I think they were. I'm in the Clara Markova colouring group, and there's a woman in there. I think she's called Tony, and she normally gets older Clara's books, and if you message her, she'll like. I think I got mine for 30 quid, 30 or £31, and that's including shipping. Whereas if I'd ordered it off of Etsy, I'd have had to buy the book and the shipping. So I did actually save my son a little bit of money there. From one location. I'm wondering if it's the same woman. She's called Tony something. It's obviously Tony Van Summer, I think she's called. I'm not 100% sure. But she's on that Clara Markova's colouring fans group. And every time Clara releases a new book, she always puts on that she takes orders. So Clara sends the books to her, and she puts a little signature in the book. And then she said, if you message her, you can pay by PayPal, and she sends them to you. And I've ordered the last 2 books off of her, 3 books, I believe. Was it 3 or 2? I think I might have got Tenderful Enchantments. I think I might have got that off Amazon, but I've got the last 2 books off of that Tony, and I've never had no problems. I'm wondering if it's the same person. But Clara directly sends the books to her. Oh, it's an online craft store. And does that do all the Clara Markova books then? Bulk buying, yeah, definitely. I spend way too much money on books and stuff. There's loads I want, honestly. I think the next thing I am going to get is them Artesas though. Because like I said, you can get the 120 set, can't you? They have got watercolour pencils now. Have you tried them? Are they any good? Are they the Arteza watercolours? Are they literally just the same as the Arteza pencils but water? Oh, you mean you have the normal set of 72 Artezas? No, if you've got the ink tents, I won't bother. I won't mind trying them actually. Yeah, the normal ones. You've got the 72 normal ones. Yeah, I were gonna buy the 72 normal ones, and then I heard that they were releasing an 120 set, and I thought, well, I'll wait for 120 set, and I were gonna buy them this month. I think I were gonna end up buying them on 19th, and then the money what I was supposed to be, I had a bit of problems, money wise, so I couldn't get them, so I'm gonna have to wait. So hopefully I'll be able to get them in February. I haven't heard of the Jane Davenport sets, to be honest. What do you mean pans? Do you mean like pastels or? I'll have to look them up. Oh right, yeah, I'll have to look them up. Right, so I'm gonna zoom out, and that's the skin tone. So I hope that you like it. I think I've zoomed out a bit too much there. I'm still getting used to this app I'm streaming on. It can be a bit annoying at times. It's literally not zooming in. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no worries. So you want me to do like a lip tutorial, did you say? For the pink? The same one what were on that dragon picture? Where's she gone? That one, you mean? Yeah, no worries. Definitely look back and watch it. It's I know they're not. Yeah, it's just a video. I'm not live on it or anything. I did the background off camera. But I'll definitely do a quick lip tutorial and put it up on my channel. I think this is the platinum silver hair, and I think if you look at that one, I did one here, and this one's more of a white blonde hair. I was just testing out different hairstyles and that. And this dragon, I really didn't like how it turned out because I literally did it with Sharpies. I was just messing about because I was just mainly trying out the hair. Right guys, I'm going to get off, so I'll do that lip tutorial, and I just want to say thank you for everybody that's come and joined me live tonight and for supporting me, supporting my channel. Lauren, Sharpies, they are terrible, they definitely are. They won't blend in or anything, and they're absolutely stink as well, don't they? They were fun. It was fun, it literally took me not even 5 minutes to do that full dragon. I literally was just basically testing her hair out, which I did in pencil. And I knew I was going to be redoing the picture. And I used Posca for background and I didn't like it. But yeah, definitely thank you for everyone that's come and joined in tonight anyway and supporting my channel. And I'm going to get off. I'll probably try to come live on probably Sunday now. So if you're not doing anything around Sunday, around 5:30. Tammy, thank you. Thank you. And thanks for coming and joining me. I think I'm going to come in a bit earlier on Sunday and try upload. So, no worries, Tammy, no worries. Just thank you for coming and joining me anyway. You're always welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope I've explained everything right in that. I just Debbie asked me to do a tutorial on the skin, and I thought I may as well do it live, and that way I can talk to you, you know, and then if you had any questions I could answer them. So hopefully it'll upload. No worries, Tammy. Lauren's asked me to do a lip tutorial, so I'll be doing one of them as well. But that'll be on a video, it won't be on live. Right, so I'm going to have to get off because my battery's running low on my phone, and I think maybe my partner's tried to ring me. I will be coming back on Sunday. I don't know what I will be doing, but thank you again for coming and watching this stream. Yeah, next time, definitely. Thank you. Thank you all again, and I will see you later. I'm going to log off. Thank you very much.